Today we'll be making a demonstration for the provisional restoration. First of all, I will talk briefly about provisional restorations. We have two types of provisional restorations, the preformed type and the custom made. We will be doing the preformed type today, which is a prefabricated crown. It has three different types. The polycarbonate, the cellulose, which is the transparent one, and the metal. The type of crown we will be using is the polycarbonate crown. Before we start, I will be talking about the materials we will be using today. First of all, this is the prepared tooth number 11. This is the polycarbonate crown we will be using. This is Vaseline or petroleum gel. The relining material, polymethyl methacrylate acrylic resin. We have the powder and the liquid. The acrylic burr, polishing agent, and the rubber cup. A spatula for mixing. Articulating paper, and the shim stock for checking the inclusion at the end. As we know, prefabricated crowns come in different sizes and numbers arranged in a box for us to choose the best fit from. We chose the crown we will be using. But how do you choose the best fit for a crown? We determine the size of the tooth by measuring the space we want to fill. So we measure the mesiodistal width. Or we can measure the contralateral tooth and choose a size based on it. Now we try the crown that we chose on the tooth and check if any adjustments are needed. We mark it with a pencil. Adjustment is made occluso-gingivally. We cut gingivally using the acrylic burr to equalize the length with the adjacent tooth. We try the crown again after adjustment and make sure it has the same length as the adjacent tooth. We also make sure it doesn't pass the finish line and doesn't interfere with the gingiva. Now we apply a small amount of Vaseline or petroleum gel on the prepared tooth. Now we add the relining material inside the crown to have a proper fit and fill the hollow space in the crown. We start by making a thin acrylic mix. First of all, we add the liquid. Now we add the powder. We keep adding powder until the liquid is saturated. We load the crown with the acrylic, then place it back in its position. We make sure to stabilize the crown without moving, and remove the excess with a spatula if needed. We leave it for a few minutes, then pull it and place it back to prevent having undercuts. And now we wait for it to completely set. And make sure it's in the correct position. This is how the crown will look after we remove it out of the prepared tooth. Now we outline the finish line using a pencil. And anything beyond the mark will be removed using the acrylic burr. Now we start removing the excess. We do not hold the burr parallel to not cut from the interproximal contact, and we do not hold it horizontal to not shorten the margins. We hold it with a small angle. Now we're done with the finishing and removing the excess. We place it back to its place. And remove the handle to start checking the occlusion. And now a strip of articulating paper is placed between the teeth while the desired mandibular movements are performed. It will mark the high points and the points that we need to remove using the acrylic burr. And now the final step is polishing. It is done by using the polishing agent and the rubber cup and placing a small amount of the agent on the cup and start by polishing the crown.